Chapter 94 unchanged. As time ticked by, the traffic finally started moving. It was advancing much slower than Kijal had imagined. It seemed that the place closest to the entrance had indeed witnessed car accidents due to this strange climatic phenomenon. By the time the eerie crack disappeared and the traffic began to enter Qingdao again, it was already 8 o'clock in the morning. During this period, Kaizhou kept dialing Yu Nian'e and S phone number, but there was always no answer. After thinking it over and over again, there was only one reason that could explain the current situation. Yu Nianan had been taken into police custody. Master, let's change the destination. Tizhao keenly sensed the son knew that he couldn't go back home, so he said to the driver, "Don't go to the place where I got on. I'll give you a new address." After saying that, Tizhao searched for an address on his mobile phone and handed it over. Oh, the driver took the phone, took a glance and knew the destination. Okay, the mileage is about the same. I'll take you there directly. Finally, at around 10:30 in the morning, the driver took Kijao to the destination. This was an area of cheap rental houses in the old city of Shaibai district. Finally here, young man, the driver let out a long sigh. I really didn't expect it to be delayed for so long. It doesn't matter, master. Kijao took out 500 yuan in cash from his pocket and handed it to the driver. Thank you. It's nothing. It's all part of the job. The driver excitedly took the money. If you need anything else, young man, just give me a call. Kijao nodded. Just as he was about to walk towards the rental house, he suddenly remembered something and turned around to say, Master, I know you're already very tired, but don't go home before noon. If you're tired, just stay in the car for a while. Huh? The driver was stunned for a moment. What do you mean? I'm not even allowed to go home. I have no reason to lie to you. Kaizhou said. Something big is about to happen. It'll be safer to stay outside. After saying that, Kijao ignored the driver and walked towards the rental house. This was the backup place where Kijao and Yu Nian rented, precisely to deal with such special moments. He planned to pack a few clothes here and then think about what to do next. After taking 7 steps, the mobile phone in Xia's pocket suddenly vibrated. He was startled and quickly took it out to have a look. It was a call from A. and Kaizhou was stunned for a moment, feeling that there might be something wrong with his inference. Wasn't Yu Nianan taken into police custody? Or perhaps this call was made by someone else asking her to do so. Hello, Kijao answered the phone and greeted in a calm tone. He knew that even if the call was from the police, he must make them take Yu Nian out of the room. Otherwise the consequences would be unimaginable. Sure, Yu Nian called weakly. I'm sorry. I seem to be sick. I've been in a coma since yesterday afternoon and just woke up now. Sick? Kijao frowned slightly and asked, Did you feed the fish yesterday? Theft. Yu Nian smiled. What are you doing? Using a secret signal on me? There's nothing going on. I'm just really not feeling well. Only then did Kijao understand. He quickly said, And, listen to me. Pack your things right away and wait for me downstairs. I'll come to pick you up immediately. Huh? There's no time to explain. Trust me. Kijao said anxiously. I've lied to many people, but never to you. Okay? Yu Nian agreed. I'll pack my things right away. How long will it take you to get here? Kijao flipped his hand to look at his mobile phone and felt that the situation was a bit bad. It would take at least an hour to take a taxi from here. I'm afraid it would be right in time for the terrible earthquake. Don't worry about how long it'll take me. Anyway, you must leave home quickly. Even standing at the door is okay. Okay then. Yu Nian nodded. I'll wash my face and go downstairs in about 10 minutes. Okay. Kijao hung up the phone and quickly turned around to look for the taxi driver. He found the driver hadn't left and was sitting in the driver's seat, using a miniature ultraviolet flashlight to check counterfeit banknote. Mouse. Kijao knocked on the car window, startling the driver. Goodness me! The driver quickly put away the money and then realized that the person in front of him was none other than that big customer. Young man, he rolled down the window, looked around and asked, "What's the matter now?" "Take me to the place where I got on yesterday," Kijang said. "Hurry up this time. I'll give you 100 yuan. The driver smiled and waved to Kijang. "I got it. Come on in." Kijang opened the car door and got in. The expression on his face was still a bit anxious. He kept checking his mobile phone in the car. Unfortunately, he didn't remember the time when the earthquake happened. He only knew that the earthquake would come around noon. But was it 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock? Thinking of this, he urged the driver again. "Please go a bit faster." "Young man, you're really asking too much. I'm already driving while tired now. Uncle, I'm really in a hurry." All right. The driver couldn't resist Kijang and had to step on the accelerator again. What was supposed to be an hour's journey took only 40 minutes. "Thanks, master." Kijang threw down 100 yuan and got out of the car without looking back. But when he looked around, he felt something was strange. Yu Nianan wasn't waiting for him downstairs at all. What's going on? PXIA's first thought was that Yu Nianan might be buying something in a nearby convenience store. He dialed her mobile phone, but there was still no answer. "Anne, where are you?" Before he could figure it out, there were sudden loud noises in the distance. The rumbling sounds came one after another, as if tens of thousands of trains were running on the road. The next second, the ground suddenly shook violently. Kijang lost his balance for a moment and fell hard to the ground. Damn it, he knew something was wrong. When the last earthquake came, he was also standing in this position. It seemed that there was some kind of predestination. The same time point, the same position. Even though everything was starting over, nothing had changed. The vehicles around started colliding one after another, and people's screams could be heard one after another. Kijang couldn't care about much else and could only run towards the unit building of his home. Even if there was a 1 in 10,000 chance that Yu Nianan was at home, he must save her. It was so difficult to move during the earthquake. Kijang fell down 5 or 6 times before finally regaining his balance, and he shouted loudly towards the upstairs. Logically, since his home was only on the 3rd floor, the sound should be heard. Kijang calmed himself down again and walked into the unit door. He remembered that when he walked into the unit door last time, the porch collapsed and he died because of that. He quickly dodged to the side. A huge stone instantly smashed into the place where he had been standing just now. This stone was very big. It was impossible to survive being hit by it. "It seems that I did die before,"